Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, perfect for seeing Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Presented by Capital One. Ooh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about that sound? You're listening to a set of GE appliances, complete with all you need to keep food fresh, dishes clean, and everything else stress-free. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select GE appliances right now. Offer valid January 5th through January 25th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Hey, what's up? This is Sully from Godsmack. Strap on those boots, baby, because you are now in the trenches of the war room with the one and only Mistress Carrie right here on the Mistress Carrie podcast.
What's up? This is Joe Rogan, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Her hair so lovely, pretty eyes.
Hey, this is Brent from Shinedown, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie. Hey, Carrie, go put your bra on, girl.
Hey, this is Steven Tyler, and you be listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
What's up? This is Aaron from Stain, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and you're listening to the one, the only Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is David from the band Disturbed, and you're listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
Hi, Bruce Dickinson here from Iron Maiden. Yes, indeed, Miss Whiplash herself, Mrs. Carrie, is here to unchain your brain.
Hi, this is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're listening to Mistress Carrie.
This is Dennis Leary. You are listening to my favorite, Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is Corey from Stone Sour, and you have the privilege of listening to Mistress Carrie. Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie, reporting for duty from MCHQ for a bonus episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast. Today is Saturday, March 26th, 2022, and a lot of people woke up this morning to the tragic news that 50-year-old Taylor Hawkins, longtime drummer from the Foo Fighters, had passed away in Colombia last night. While the investigation is still ongoing and information is slow, according to an article in Spin magazine, Taylor Hawkins died at a hotel located in the town of Chapinero in Bogota, Colombia. Local health officials released a statement saying that Bogota's emergency center sent an ambulance to the hotel. They'd received reports of a, quote, patient with chest pains. Efforts to resuscitate Taylor Hawkins were tried, quote, however, there was no response and the patient was declared deceased, according to the statement. Teams from EMI, a health company providing home health care services, also responded to the emergency room. The Foo Fighters announced the passing of Taylor Hawkins in a statement on social media that said, quote, the Foo Fighters family is devastated by the tragic and untimely loss of our beloved Taylor Hawkins. His musical spirit and infectious laughter will live on with all of us forever. Our heart goes out to his wife, children, and family, and we ask that their privacy be treated with the utmost respect in this unimaginably difficult time. Taylor Hawkins was 50 years old and is survived by his wife and 3 children. And while artists are quickly taking to social media to share tributes of their time with Taylor Hawkins, I went digging through my archives to find an interview that I recorded with the Foo Fighters backstage at Fenway Park in the summer of 2015. Now, you'll remember that Dave Grohl had recently fallen off a stage and broken his leg. But the summer tour in North America continued with Dave Grohl performing from a custom-made throne that he had up on the stage. I was given some time to go backstage at Fenway Park to the Foo Fighters dressing room, which happened to be the locker room for my beloved Boston Red Sox. And that's where I found Dave Grohl sitting in an armchair with his broken leg scooter sitting next to him, and he was sitting down with guitarist Pat Smear. Now, during the interview with Dave and Pat, Taylor Hawkins crashed the interview in his underwear, and I wanted to share this interview with you today. Here's my interview with the Foo Fighters backstage at Fenway Park from the summer of 2015.
Yeah, come on, mama.
All right. All right, I have that for you.
That side saddle. You're a lady.
She's a lady. Come on.
Don't tell anybody that I'm a lady. You ruin my reputation.
Ditto.
It's Mistress Carrie backstage at Fenway Park, which I never thought I would be able to say. First
time ever?
Well, growing up here, I never thought it was going to be possible that they would have concerts here. This is still kind of a new thing. And I'm here with Pat and Dave from the Foo Fighters. This is very cool.
What do you think, Pat?
I think this is very cool.
Do you want to share a microphone with me? I feel like I'm being very rude. Hold on. Can I use your leg scooter?
Yeah, you can use my leg scooter. It's a little hard to navigate.
All right. I'm not ladylike side saddling it anymore. So I only have a few minutes with you, and there's so many things to talk about. First of all, Emmy nomination for Sonic Highways. Huge. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you think ever in time that not only would you get an Emmy nod for that, but Montage of Heck got nominated for an Emmy as well? So,
Yes, I actually did kind of think that would happen.
It's okay to be confident about it. Sonic Highways was amazing. No, that's good.
I think that might be the only one. I mean, like us getting nominated for an Emmy, to me is kind of like, it's like Trump actually becoming the president. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no way it could ever happen. There's just no way it'll ever happen. And then when we found out we were nominated, I was just like, maybe Trump is going to become the president.
We'll see what happens at the Emmys.
I know, right?
Well, if you already have a Grammy, and if you get an Emmy, then you are 2 steps to an EGOT.
I'm going straight to the Tony, baby.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you writing
Nirvana, I was in Nirvana. You know what I mean? It's going to be a full musical. Actually, we thought about doing...
Taylor just walked in and he's like dressing. He's like in his underwear right now. I'm sorry for invading your space.
We thought about the Sound City musical.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, come on, imagine. Sound City musical. You know, you can go your road. Like, you can take all the hits from, like, Killing in the Name of...
Just promise me that if you do that you put Corey Taylor in some kind of beaded bell-bottoms if you do that, please.
We were talking about this earlier. I'll tell you who's the best singer I've ever worked with in my entire life in a studio. Corey Taylor.
Yeah, he's amazing.
The best. Like, blow your fucking mind. First take of what he does is perfect.
And he's scary smart, which is a little disarming. Because you go to sit down with it, he is a spaz.
Such a spaz.
Being around in his world is gnarly. It's intense.
Yeah.
Inside Corey's brain is a little...
I don't want to be in there.
Yeah.
Being outside of it.
Yeah.
It's fun to be on the outside.
It's visiting is cool.
Right.
But, well, I have long called you the biggest whore in rock and roll.
Thanks, Mama.
As a compliment, because it seems like you're one of these guys that can transcend genre, that is friends with everyone, that pops up in the strangest places, like Dennis Leary's show, which the first episode, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, was on the other night, and it was hilarious.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, it was really good.
Well, he's amazing.
They did like 5 minutes on broadcast TV about what to call his daughter's pussy, and it was like, this is on television. It was amazing.
Here's the way I look at it. When I was in...
No, we're not live. I can say pussy all day long. It's totally fine.
When I was in high school, I was friends with the stoners. I was friends with the nerds. I was friends with the jocks. I was friends with some chicks, but not many. So I just kind of knew everybody. And I think I've always been that kid that wasn't really maybe any of those things, or maybe all of those things. So I kind of feel the same way musically.
A Renaissance man. That's what they call people like that.
You know what? Did you ever meet Dimebag Darrell?
Dimebag Darrell and I were actually pretty good friends.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Who did Dimebag get along with?
Everybody.
Everybody. What did he do? He brought you.
He bought you. He made you do black tooths. Absolutely.
Right. So after I hung out with Dime, that's when I sort of realized, like, wow, that's the way
it's possible.
You fucking walk around to every dressing room with a bottle of whiskey and go like, hey, my name's Dave. Let's get hammered. And so through that, I've just kind of fucking become friends with.
He showed up at a gig in Boston with a black eye. And he was famous. Did he ever stab you with the Sharpies? Because you used to have the Sharpie fights all the time. And so we sat down and we were doing an interview, and he took out a Sharpie and drew a black eye on my face with a Sharpie because he felt weird being the only one that had one. And I walked around the rest of the night with Dimebag's black eye on my face.
He was the man.
You just don't ask questions about that.
He was the guy.
Speaking of injuries, we have to talk about... We have to talk about the leg. You found a way to take the most Spinal Tap moment of your career and turn it into a collectible T-shirt and a slogan for the tour.
Milking that shit, baby. Come on, I got mouths to feed at home.
We saw
My kids go to private school.
We saw the video of you, and you're like, I think I just broke my leg. We know what your perspective was. The band is behind you. Were you guys like, should we just keep playing? Did you feel like the band on the deck of the Titanic?
Here's my perspective of their perspective. I was lying on my back, just like, oh shit, game over. And I just saw one by one, I just saw their faces come and look down over the stage. It was like Chris first, like, what? And then Nate, like, huh? And Pat, like, what? And all of a sudden, and I just see all of them looking down at me like I'm in my fucking grave or something. They're just like, what? And I'm like, I'm okay. I just broke my leg. But I didn't feel any pain or anything. So it was okay.
No, you're all right. And now you've got this reputation as being like the Iron Man of rock and roll.
God. I am so not. Look,
you made everybody look like a pussy if they have a sore throat or the sniffles. It's like, really, Dave Grohl broke his fucking leg, dude.
If it hurt, I'd have been crying.
It makes
like
everybody
a
look like
bitch,
shit,
man. Like
you can cry like a bitch. You went back out and played.
Well, I mean, honestly, look, I do feel obligated to do as much as I can to entertain all of the people that come to the show. Like, they spend their hard-earned fucking money. They go a long way to come see a show. Like, they change plans. They fucking fly to cities to see us play. The last thing I want to do is play a song and a half and go, sorry, game over. I'd rather, like, get in there and fucking do it or not do it at all. And we had started doing it, and I was like, you can't send these people home.
Well, that's the difference between you and somebody like Justin Bieber who gets sand in his vagina and cancels a show.
Have you ever had sand in your vagina?
Did that really happen?
It just did. Yes, I have had sand in my vagina. It's terrible. It really does suck.
It's not cool.
No, it's not cool. No. Before I let you go, because when we talked before the tour, or just as the tour got announced, and this was pre-leg break, and we were talking about Boston and Fenway Park, and you said you had never been here. Please tell me somebody put you in a golf cart and took you around the park today, or do you have that plan to do that?
Well, we got stuck in a little traffic on
well,
the way here.
We're kind of known for that, dude. Sorry about that.
And
the city's a little old. It wasn't planned, unlike New York, okay?
Man, yeah. So we haven't had a chance to do much. There's a changing table right there with diapers for babies. Wow.
A koala bear care thing?
Yeah.
Anyway. Are you going to need the diapers later? You may want to snag some of those for the bus.
How about this? The show's going to be so good that you'll shit your fucking pants.
You know what? I would wear that as a badge of honor if, like, you had so much low end in the PA that I actually soiled myself during the show.
Drop some soil?
I would. I would. You know. That's something to brag about. Absolutely.
I'll see what I can do.
I would appreciate that.
And also, I want to say that's a beer bong, but it's not, is it? No.
It looks like a sperm up there. What is that thing?
I don't know. We could make a beer bong out of that bat in 2 seconds. Anyway,
we have
what was the question?
Dressing room in the dugout, by the way.
Your dressing room, is it in the Red Sox dugout or the visitors dugout?
Red Sox.
You got to check it out.
I'll totally go and check it out.
I'll tell you what sign to follow.
It's radical.
Yeah.
This is like history here. You can.
Yes.
It's one of the only original parks that's left. So.
Everybody who we've talked to is more psyched about this place than maybe anywhere we've ever.
I bet your guest list is ridiculously long tonight.
It's always ridiculously big. But you know what? We come to party, baby. You know what I mean? Come on, come on.
Well, welcome to Boston.
Thanks, pal.
We're psyched to have you here. There they are, a fully dressed Dave Grohl and Pat Smear from the Foo Fighters, and a cameo appearance by the late, great Taylor Hawkins in his underwear backstage at Fenway Park in the summer of 2015. The rock world is reeling from the announcement of the untimely passing of Taylor Hawkins. The band's South American tour has been canceled. No word yet on the rest of the performances that the band has on their touring schedule as of now. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to subscribe and follow the Mistress Carrie podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Plus, you get the Sit Rep, which is all of your rock news, music headlines, and industry info. The Situation Report gives you all the details every weekday, and it's less than 5 minutes long. You can also join me live on my Facebook page every Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern for Cocktails in the War Room. The Mistress Carrie Podcast, a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, perfect for seeing Taylor Swift the Eras Tour. Presented by Capital One. Ooh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about that sound? You're listening to a set of GE appliances, complete with all you need to keep food fresh, dishes clean, and everything else stress-free. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select GE appliances right now. Offer valid January 5th through January 25th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.